Okay, it looks like I'm live. Should be an unlisted live for Tuesday upcoming. It's been kind of a weird week, but I thought now that I'm feeling a little better, that we would do a magazine harvest, one of my favorite things. I do enjoy a good harvest. So I picked this out, a Food Network magazine that just came in, that Arizona Highways from last time, and I picked this Outdoor Photographer magazine. So we're going to try and finish these up. And I am having uh, just fun with my sinuses. You know how things go. Just random things, sitting around. Always stuff that doesn't quite make it, right? So you remember we were working on, to get some fussy cuts here, we were working on, I showed a Pinterest collage that was somebody's head with a house on it. So I've cut out these things, and this was for the Serial Killer Journal. So I cut out these ones to kind of play with that idea. I think probably this one's too big, but we're doing a bigger Serial Killer Journal, and then I haven't decided where I want to put that yet. But I love that image, and I think I might want to include it possibly in the Serial Killer Journal. And then I think these are just leftovers for right now. So, but they're up here. Oh, you know what? I was going to cut that out too. Maybe we'll do that real quick. I didn't like these wires, but I do like the front of this house. So maybe real quick, let's cut that out. And I may cut out the street light for a different, just to have it as a doodle. I'm not going to try and cut around the wires because I don't really even like that they're there. And we may find some way to cover them up, but I like the fun little leaning chimney. I like to give myself options and I'll probably try and find a couple of smaller ones too. I'm always looking for different stuffs. So it's going to be videos for a little while. We did not really deliver this past week. Alice is having some issues with her feet. And her energy level hasn't been that good. Okay, so let's get rid of these two pieces. We'll add that to the house pile. I do like that. And then I would like to try and cut out this light post as well. I might save that as just a piece to collage in general. Don't worry, we'll get to the magazines shortly. And then I just had an extremely low spoons week, honestly. I felt dizzy and lightheaded. But it'll all be all right. It's got a little finial at the top that I'm trying not to butcher. But I'm not really, no need for sympathy or anything. These things happen when you don't, long-term health problems. Sometimes you just have a bad week. And I think it partially, some of it's just, Aunt Flo's visiting. But that on top of having basically worked a 40-plus hour week, running up and down stairs. 2 days of those deliveries were all upstairs, except for 1 or 2 of the deliveries in like apartment complexes and townhomes and Well, not townhomes, but condos. Because townhomes, by definition, are multiple story. That's a lot of the deliveries were not houses, and while I didn't feel like it was affecting me at the time, the cumulative effect kind of caught up with me over at the end of last week. And Els can't go up and down the stairs right now because she's got something on her foot that's making it hard for her to walk, and it's taken a little while to heal up. So we had to skip it for a bunch of days this week between my health and hers. I do like that. I'll fussy cut out these little areas with the X-Acto blade or with my craft knife thing. All right. So I'm just going to move those out of the way now. All my little housey houses. I'm working on finding a book cover that's tall enough for some of the things I want to do. So I'm not sure what everybody's interested in. Maybe we'll just do them in the order they are. Yes. We'll do our best. So let me put these down here on top of the paint. And I'm gonna, let's see. I want to cut that. I think I want this window seam. So let's go ahead and cut the edge off. I think the magazine just fell down on the floor behind the paints. Okay. Let's take a little bit below that window. And then off to the side here a little bit, but not with that piece of newspaper in it. So just like that. That should be nice. And I'm just going to slide them under the cutter. That seems to work out okay. And then this part will be trash because I don't think. Let me just check. Nope, I think I'm good here. So let's just continue on. And there's some images here that I think we definitely want. Trying to work at cutting the numbers off here. You know how I am. I don't like to have the numbers on the pages if they're at all avoidable. Okay, so that's for the recycle. Add that to our recycle pile. And, notifications, I tried to get this filmed earlier today, so just a nice little, there's a person standing here in the foreground, but it's a nice little picture. And then I think we'll go scissors now. I'm having a little trouble breathing. Can't quite. It's an allergies thing. Oh, this week my eyes, I don't know about you guys where you are. I have the itchy, watery eyes. And along about, I think, Wednesday, I was ready to scratch them out of my head. I got to be honest with you. I'm putting all the small, tiny pictures into an envelope. But I've lost the envelope. Like, I know where it is. It's over there on the desk that's behind my ironing board. But it's mixed in with a pile of stuff that I am not quite prepared to sort through just yet. I did finish up a batch of tea But I am still lacking in the color dyeing department. I don't know what the sticking point is, but I'm having trouble with it. So, I do like this picture of the deer, but I love this. This is the cactuses that are on front, and that's at Joshua Tree National Park in Southern California. We have Joshua Tree, we had. Well, they have them in Arizona. They're still there, even though I'm not there. But I like the Joshua trees, particularly at sunset. They're they're a desert tree, so they get all bent and twisted, and they have interesting shapes and forms. It's almost like a little personality to the tree and how it grew, based on how much water it could access. Quite lovely trees. Let's see. It says they're usually found in the high desert. Let's see. I'm just reading his little. So it's just describing his process and the photographer's process in getting the shot. Because during the day, this is all kind of probably would be considered bland with the, earth tones. And there's not a lot of, shoot, I'm making a little bit of a mess of that. I'm going to have to use the trimmer. I was really kind of hoping not to, just because it's been catching on things. And it doesn't like me right now. That just made it worse. Okay, I'm going to have to just live with whatever edge comes off that. Okay. Before we just cut it down to nothing. Okay. It's a nubbin of a picture. And I forgot what I was talking about. That's cute, the two little kids. But that's lovely. I would have to cut some of that off. Let's see. Right there. Just along this side where it was ripped out of the magazine. And then we need to take those words off. That's Glen Canyon in Utah, which is quite lovely, I have to say. But it's almost got like because it's the speed of the film captured the movement of the water some. So it's a little blurry, but it's very nice, actually. It's a lovely image. Okay. Now I have to choose here because we'd have to cut. And I think part of the point of this is the grasses. Although we could cut here, and then so we could have two images. Or we could take this guy with the muddy. I think I like that, but I really like this better. So I think we're going to do that thing. Well, first of all, let's start on the magazine, the edge that was inside the magazine where we tore it out. And then I want to cut. We have to get the S off the showcase part. I think that's good. And then we want to take these words off the bottom here. But I don't want to lose all the marsh grass in here. So there's that. So we have a long, tall picture here. And then we'll have a smaller version here. So that will probably go in the summer glue book, and then I'll save the larger one for some other project. Okay. So we know that I have been cutting out. There's nothing on the other side I want. I am not at all interested in football pictures. So, but for the serial killer journal, I'm looking for, and for the expandy file things that I'm filling with images. I like to take the smaller pictures because they can come in quite handy, and for other things too, not just for serial killer. I made it good. We have to make a piece here. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Little teeny bits. Uh-oh. So yeah, so the tiredness. So it's kind of early in the day. I don't know how I'm gonna fare for the whole rest of the day, but nothing there I'm really interested in. And those are all cattywampus on there. So, but I do think I think I have another one of this lady's face. So that'll mean I can put one in some kind of collage pack. It's just kind of that sad look about her, right? Or we could just use her for eyes and lips. There's a lot to do with it, just a face, And it's a very close-up of a face. So that makes it fun to use. Yeah, so it's early today. It's like nobody else is even awake yet. But it is today, so it's not the middle of the night. Do I want to? You know what? I don't really want these. But I do have an itch on my elbow, so excuse me for a second. Oh, did I check the back of that? Yeah, I did. Okay. It was a lens. So here's a bristlecone pine. But we also have, I think I would rather have the bristlecone pine. They are extremely interesting as well. Being another desert tree, they get the twisted trunks and stuff. They can look dead even when they're not. That said, this does look like it might be a tree carcass, but I love the twist. I love the way they twist on themselves, and they're all about water, And that's a nice picture, the way the sun is and the clouds. It's very nice. A little bit lonely. Okay. So you get a waterfall back here, which I think we've gotten several times. But I kind of want to get this camera. And then we might fussy cut out the little boy too. So let me just cut the camera here out of the... And then the whole plane's not there, so I'm not sure if I really want. But I could always put something else in his hands later. Or just make sure it goes up on the edge of a page, That's that childlike wonder that we talk about. before the world wears you down. I probably should. Oh my gosh, my eyes are itching. I'm so sorry. I have to stop and itch my eye for a second. Oh my goodness. So I am sorry about the no videos this week. I really did try. My body just wasn't having none of that. And I've been trying really hard, despite the tiredness and everything, not to, because it's usually all goes hand in hand with depression. So I've been trying not to go down that path, to just accept that I had limitations this week, regardless of what I thought I was going to do. You know, it does happen. I have a little itch here. Hold on. It is, we finally are getting, I think, should be the next day or so, we may actually get our first official 100-degree day. Not that that's what I want to happen, but it does seem to want to be that way. Yeah, I think if we put this right on the edge, as long as there's, I'm having trouble getting the scissors. And of course I have, again, misplaced my little orange pair of scissors. This does not want to cooperate with me. I keep dreaming of getting all my piles sorted out, but I never seem to get there. Or there's just, you know, constantly, I put some stuff away and all of a sudden there's some more stuff. You know, because you're dyeing stuff and ironing stuff. And the collage certainly creates piles of stuff. I long for a studio, I gotta be honest with you. I love living here. And I don't know when I'll be able to move because, you know, money. I would love to have more than just a bedroom to do my work in. I'm not gonna cut around the hand just at this moment. I'm gonna save that when I find my little orange scissors, because it'll be much easier to cut than that little tiny. I know Rosemary does it with those big giant scissors on the littlest tiniest things, but I really feel more comfortable with smaller scissors in the smaller spaces. It's a me thing, you know. Okay, so there he is. And we'll obviously have to cover up that with something. But that's kind of awesome. So as long as we get that up against the edge of a page, I think it'll be fine. All right, so we're going to go ahead and slide that underneath the cutting board here and move on to our little camera. Oh, I'm kind of off to the side here, aren't I? Is that okay? I'll just try and be careful. No, that's right off the screen, isn't it? Okay, sorry. You know what it is? It's that I have to close this blade. My arm rests right on the sharp part when it's open, and I have to lean this way. I'm toying with the idea of using a camera as part of somebody's face. I know we could put it in for the whole head just on a body, but like using the camera lens as an eyeball could be an interesting mashup of things. There we go. Another thing cut out. Sliding it under the doodah. Let's see if we can't get this picked up. Oh my. There we go. 5.5 hours of patient waiting resulted in capturing this stunning moment in life and death struggle. Wildebeest and leopard. Oh, let's get this side cut off, because that's definitely not straight edge on there. So make it hard to trim the bottom part. I have been wondering what you guys have been up to. I hope you had a better week than I did. And my week wasn't awful by any stretch. I just didn't get the things done that I wanted to. That's not as good an angle, so I'm going to let that one go. But maybe we will cut out this photo of Lake Tahoe. Could be a good summer. We haven't really had any rain, you know. Just been between hot and not hot. In the 90s. I would almost say it's taken me 4 years to acclimate, because that's what it feels like. I'm just going to drop these onto a pile over there where I won't slip on them. What are we doing here? I was going to take a quick look at the temperature. It says it's 85 right now. It's not quite 9 in the morning. So you can see yesterday. Oh, it says it was 100 yesterday. When I looked, it said it was only going to be 97. But look at this, 103, 108, 112, 112. So there we are. And our nighttime temperatures, low to mid 80s, high 70s. And that'll start creeping up, which will make it hot like at 1 in the morning. But it's very late in the year for that, honestly. Very, very late in the year. Normally that happens in May. And here we are at end of June. And ta-da. Just getting our first 100-degree day yesterday. We did go out to the post office. I ran out with Els just to the post office. And she ran the car through the car wash. So I couldn't. She went out with Sandy to go shopping on. That's a nice picture, but I really love this. I've cut him out before. And I'm not going to fussy cut him this moment, because I just don't feel like I have that much patience for the people. I need my little scissors for that. Beware of imitations. It's Elvis! You know we got to take that. So we will try and get Elvis and this picture of Cliffy Falls State Park in Indiana. So let's do that. We just want to right here. Actually didn't get quite enough. I can hear Alice is finally awake. She's just wandering the house talking to nobody. Probably the dogs. And the fish. And then let's definitely get Elvis. You know what? I'm going to cut around him. We're probably going to cut him out. Although I do kind of like with the you know, the glitz and stuff, you know, the bright lights. But I don't want that little, so we're going to have to cut off some of his fingers there. I do feel a little guilty about cutting off Elvis's fingers. Okay. That's just fun. I'll put that in my personal journal or in Scraps of Joy, you know. It's my Amazon delivery dude sometimes. Let's see. I'm not in love with it. See, this is the larger version of that picture. Not in love with it. Now these two smaller pictures down here I do like. And I think we'll take the people in the hats. Oh, and then let's see. We'll keep that. But I think we do want, because I want these pictures. We do have a smaller one of that. Okay. I want the people in the hats because I think we could totally, I know that they're harvesting crops, but we could totally use that for creepy purposes. Maybe we have a cult going on. All right. Getting that started. And then there's a little picture in here. It's an altar to above. That's candles for an offering. That's in Tibet. There, and you can see a monk praying right there. Let me push that up just a smidge. It's hanging off the edge of the other side of the. I got into the closet earlier this week, and I vacuumed my room too. And I knocked the camera for quite a loop. Okay. I'm afraid to say. So I need to work on repositioning it. It's just not right. But I got frustrated with it. And this is the best I could do for today's video. I think I need to bring it down a little closer, honestly. But then you can't. Well, for this, it's probably okay. So you can get a little bit better look at the pictures. We'll try that for a few minutes and see if that's okay. Wrong way. So let me pull the other hat one out. I think that they're just, and I know that's to create air, you know, up. It keeps your head from getting overheated. But it actually goes over here. We could never put them back together though, because that one person looks really weird. But I just think that could be totally for creepy purposes. I do. I do want these girls on over here. Probably use them as scraps of joy. Okay. And then we've got some pictures here. That's in a temple, and then here's in the fields. Let's go ahead and cut those apart. And then on this side as well. Let's see if we can go ahead and there we go. I think we got it all okay there. Now let's go ahead and trim that edge. And I think we're going to cut this right about here. I love the light coming through the windows. So we'll take one of those. Oh, I like this picture more than, oh, but look at, there's a guy in a tree. We might be able to get both. Let me try it. Let's see what happens once there's a guy in a tree with a fire. I can't help myself. Oh, that'll work out okay, I think. Let's trim this right there. And then the edge that was torn out. Oh, that's not bad at all. Nice sunset picture. Could be almost any time of the year, right? Yeah, there's a guy in a giant tree. Let's see. A shepherd in cashmere warms himself in the trunk of a chinar tree. Kashmir, India. You know, we're going to be way creepier than that with it. I apologize in advance. Okay. Okay, now we got to make choices. So here's this side. Mount Olympus, Manchester, Vermont, and Quinault Valley Olympic National Park, Washington. Paradise River in Mount Rainier. That's Zion. I think I'm going to go... I think I'm going to take... this is nice and all, but I love this picture, so I think I'm going to try and take that one, and then these two at the bottom here. So let's do that. Let's start by cutting off the edge on this side to just give it a nice clean edge. And then we'll start here, cutting the words off, hopefully. Okay. And then I wanted the pictures over here. And as luck would have it, they have words at the top and words at the bottom. Okay. But we do need to cut the numbers off as well. Okay. So we're going to take the 5 off of this side. A little selective editing. And then here. The northwest part of, you know, Washington and Oregon. I'm trying to cut off that 6. Definitely has its own feel. And then let's cut that 3 off there. I feel like I see this image quite a bit in different magazines, different photographers all trying to capture that. These are quite lovely images. So, you know what? And there's not enough light in here, is there? I forgot to turn on the overhead light. I apologize. Let me see if I can flip that with my with my back scratcher. That should help us some, yeah. So there we go. Quite lovely. And look at this. Bench Lake Trail, Rainier National Park. Love that. Oh, that's in Oregon. Choices. I have to have this, I think. That's tulip. Yeah. So let's just take it from this page. I think I do like the. Oh, we've only lost a little bit of that, maybe. Okay, I think we can live with that. This is from North Island Boardman State Park. North Island Boardman State Park in Utah. That is not a very good picture of the Tetons, quite honestly. But I do love, you can see how the weather has affected the tree growth. I think that's a very nice picture. It's very moving. That's the kind of pictures I go for. Touches a little piece of your soul. It does for me anyway. That nature photography gets me every time. Okay, we're going to cut the words off. But this is a tulip in Mount Vernon, Washington. It's an extreme close-up of one of the petals. All right. And then, yeah, this is Bench Lake Trail, Mount Rainier National Park in Washington. Look at those trees. They're almost like needles. I like it. I likes it a lot. Elsa's in the process. Her OCD kicks in. And I think it's because her foot is hurt. She can't really get out and do much. So her OCD kicked in and she's deep cleaning parts around her desk. Because, it starts driving her a little batty. Okay. I think we'll try cutting around that. Not the camera lens itself, but just the picture. I suck at circles, though. So let's see how we do. It's going to be lumpy. It's going to be a lumpy circle. That might be nice to include in the summer glue book. Something that's not square or fussy cut. Something just a little different shape for us. There we go. Should not put that in the trash pile after all of that. Okay. We don't need those. Oh. Choices, right? This has love that picture. But I do not like, we could put a different word on it though. Or do we go with the arch? I think I'm going to go with the monkey. We could put a different word over that. Or ape. I'm sorry, is it ape? Not a monkey. Don't be one of those jackasses, It's a monkey. Okay. Well, let's see what we've got over here. We're deciding. I like that. Use your bad weather. I think I like the pictures on this side better. I'm going to go with it. So let's go here. We got to cut that 4 off there. Okay, and there we go. That's all there is to that one. Okay, cut the 5 off that one. And then we'll cut around this cactus. Let's see if it says what kind of cactus it is. I'm not always good with the names. It doesn't say anything about what kind of cactus that is. Oh, let's see if it says over here. Nope, just the name of the Christopher Robinson. Pooh Bear's owner is taking pictures now. I'm sure it's not the same one. Just a little funny. Okay. So there we go. And that's very barren, a landscape out there. You can see that the ground is a little cracked around it. You can see the dead branches and stuff. So let's slide that in there. And then I like those, but I think I like these better. Let's go with the ones on this side this time. Sometimes you gotta make choices. After this video, I gotta go find me some breakfast. I am hungry. And I wasn't before, so that's a good sign. I haven't eaten much the last few days. Mostly just snacking on. I think I'm gonna cut it off the bottom here. The number 6, because otherwise we're cutting into the tree, and that's kind of one of the features of the. We'll just go like that. There we go. I don't think I want that one. Although maybe I could. I'm gonna try it. I'll probably. Well, maybe what I'll do is this. I'm gonna try with the 1-inch punch to punch those circles out. Usually magazine pages aren't thick enough. Fudge. And now my scissors are on the floor behind them. Oh, they're way back there. Hold the phone, please. I try and get back there with my foot now. Hold the phone while I do something ridiculous. Oh, I got most of it. Okay, hold up. Now I gotta get it closer to me. Come on. Okay, got it. Oh my goodness. Don't lose scissors. Let's go ahead and cut this edge off here. Make it a little easier to tear the magazine pages out a little more cleanly. For a little while at least. Oops. Come on. Oh, and that shot way over there. That shot clean over to the little dresser desk thing I've got over here. Okay. Let's see. I'm not in love with any of those, really. I guess we'll take these just because it could go in the summer glue book, you know, or just in a generic nature. It's a pretty picture. It is. There we go. Two kind of mountainy pictures there. Get the reflection of the mountains and the lake there. And this is part of Glacier National Park. I think that's Montana, right? I believe it is. It's kind of a big one. Little lake right there. Oof. Okay. Oh, there's that frog again. Love that frog. Let's cut the edge off that. It has a little froggy self. Oops, I didn't quite get all the black off the bottom there. Let's go ahead and move it down just a smidge. Okay. Gotta have the frog. Okay. I think this might be too long. I think I'm going to pass on those. I haven't had one of those in a little while. Okay. And the wolf. Let's see about getting these off here. All right. Working my way through NCIS. I'm in season 3, I think, at the beginning. Just slowly working my way through it. 20 seasons. And I think I've probably missed, I would say anywhere up to 10 seasons, but I think I watched slightly more than, I think it was maybe 12 or so seasons when I rewatched it a few years ago. I don't remember. I cannot remember. It was not 20 seasons, however. But so far, is that, yeah, I think the tan part is off the page. Because that's a snow scene. There we go. So you got the wolf and then the desert here. Some nice rock formations in the background. That is a water lily in the water. Not, but I love the bird. Let's do the bird. Is anybody singing that bird song in their head? The bird is the word. It makes me think of Family Guy, which is not a show I love, but it's okay. I feel like that bird is very serious about life. I'm going to use the scissors here because these pages are thin. Oops, and then I cut it crooked. Clever. Okay. Some days. Okay. Birdie, 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 birdie. All right, let's see what else we have in here. I keep taking this one of this little girl with the unusual, Asian nose ring thing going on. I don't know why. I feel compelled. Maybe because it's just different from the Western aesthetic. I'll go ahead and put that over here with those. I've got a bunch of those polar bear ones. But I may be sad someday that I didn't take them, Little polar bears. Okay. Ooh, we almost cut into the... I did want to get this image if I could. Let's see. How are we going to do this? There we go. And then we'll have to cover up those words somehow at a later time. I guess we could get the littler one too, because we are trying to get more little photographs and images. I have to say, rewatching it, I remember most of the episodes when I watch them. But just little details you forget. Okay. Notifications coming through. I think we'll take that. It's a nice little image. Yeah, there. I just cut that crooked like a dumbass. Okay, I don't know I'm off camera, and I'm sorry about that. I totally just cut that crooked. Okay, then I'm trying to cut the words off the side here. Okay. There's billowing clouds in the background, a little lake. I think that might be an island in the middle of the lake. Cute little picture. All right. Let's go over here and oh, there's another little card. I'm gonna try. I know I've been trying to do it with scissors, but I just don't have my scissors mojo today. I'm not even sure what day it is, to be honest with you. It's just been a week. I feel like it's been a month and a week. There we go, a little butterfly picture. I got a couple little. Let's try and get all the little bits to go in the trash can. Okay. Let's see. We've got, I saw you. Just trying to sneak in away. I'm almost done with this magazine. Do we want the animal shots? Maybe. We'll go ahead and, I'm not so big on tigers and stuff, but sometimes it's nice to have animal pictures. We're going to have to try and cut that camera lens off there, though. And there it is. she was trying to tell if I was live or not, because she's about to go live. I know it's close to her time. But this is just a video. And then I will make myself some food and film another video, because we're supposed to work next week. And I am not being very good about getting my videos in. Because there's the hours that we're working, the hours that we're driving to and from the area where we deliver, and then the time spent prepping, because I can't afford to buy food while we're out. And so I've been making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So that requires a little bit of prep time. And then snacks and loading the cooler and putting everything in the car and all that. Eats up a lot of time. I think that probably was unnecessary, but you never know. Because we don't need any of this advertising pages. You never know when an image might sneak in there, you know? Elephant, and I'm going to keep taking it. Oh, check that out. It's a Madrona Marsh in California. Sleeping bees on the flower. Those bees are asleep on that flower. Isn't that beautiful? I gotta cut. I left the very end of the words on there. Okay. Now let's trim this all the way around. So all around the edge of the center of the flower is a ring of sleeping bees. Let's see if we can get that right on there. Sorry, I got an itch right in the middle of my back where I can't reach. Oh, I love that back scratcher. Okay. Okay. And then, you know, we got to take the elephant. And it's a male bull elephant. Yeah, we read those facts before the last time I cut it out. So you know we're going to fuzzy cut it. I may have to send one to Nicole over at Relax Cut Glue. I think this is my second or third one. And then even if I don't, I'll wind up using them all. Who doesn't love to have an elephant on a collage? Not a creepy collage, but a regular one, you know. They're fun. And here we are. Just a fussy cutting the elephant. So like I said, I hope you guys have been having, you know, a good couple of weeks. I do miss you guys tons. We made quite a bit of money, but Els has already spent that money. A good chunk of it went on gas, you know. About, I would say, a quarter of what we made probably went on gas. Just because it's so expensive right now. It's over $4 a gallon at most of the stations. And she used it for her to go shopping with Sandy on. Wednesday, and she bought, that's the money we used to take Mike to lunch at the Olive Garden the other day, which is, a thing that I'm okay with that. But I don't want to go out a bunch more weeks if the money's not going into, there was a lot of food purchases that weren't necessarily necessary. Little. So we're either going to have to work in a dinner break, or else is going to have to start packing our lunch. She was talking about going and buying lunch meat for the deliveries, for us to make sandwiches, and taking that money out of what we made. And that's all well and good, except that it won't be exclusively for that. So like, everybody will eat the lunch meat. It won't just be for us, because you can't buy lunch meat and go, nobody else can eat that. That's just rude. Because we haven't had lunch meat. Nobody's bought any. So it's all peanut butter and jelly sandwiches right now. No other choices. Okay. I think maybe we want the words big and small. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take them just in case. I thought about it the last time, and then I decided not to. But I like the font on the words. So maybe just for ransom words, Okay. So let's look at where we're at time-wise, because that's only one magazine fully done. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about. Sometimes I just want to rip out the stuff, and other times I just want to kind of go as we go. So that's a little over an hour for that one. What I'll do is I'm going to put this for next Tuesday. I'm going to go eat some food. Then I'm going to come back and film another video. And it won't go on Wednesday for my regular time, but maybe I'll put in videos some other days of the week while I'm not being live, because obviously I'm putting an hour into this. Sometimes it'll be 2 hours. I could, maybe I'll put this one on Monday for an hour as a special thing, and then do like an hour and a half one, up to 2 hours for Tuesday. That could be a couple, 2-3 magazines. The rest I have on my pile. But I'm gonna go eat something, and then I'll make another video, and you'll see. Wednesday we'll have the collage roll, and then Thursday I'm not sure what, and Friday we'll have a nice big video. I'm sorry I have missed the last couple of weeks. Well, I mostly missed the last 2 weeks, and I do apologize for that. It is not intentional, and I am not ignoring you guys. I love you. I loved you guys lots. And I hope that you are all doing well and having a fantastic time, as fantastic as possible. I hope that work is going smoothly. Let me put something up here besides let's put some of these images up here, some of this fun stuff that we just harvested. We got big and small. Get some animals over here. These are our little cards. Look at our little froggy. Just all kinds of fun stuff going on, right? Oh, let's not cover up the elephant, though. There we go. It looks like it's just floating around in the air. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get me some food. A little bit hungry. I have so much stuff to sort through. I'm going to take these right up to the garage and sort them into the right piles. But more videos to come. Yay! I hope you guys are okay with videos for right now while we're trying to do the deliveries. And we'll work out all the details on what's going on. Because, got to make plans. So I will see you guys again very soon in another video. This will be going up on Monday, probably at 5:15. And so look for another one on Tuesday. All my other days, Videos give you a choice of when you want to watch it, but I'm trying to go for what my usual time would be when I do a video so that you can keep with your regular schedule. If you look forward to spending that time with me, at least we can spend it together in a video. And I'll try and shoot for the same time frames that I do for the lives. Some of it may be quieter because I don't always have as much to say, but know that I am here, and feel free to comment if you see something. Uh, you know, this is one of my favorite activities. I love to harvest magazines. How do you guys feel about it? You like harvesting? You hate harvesting? I know a lot of people hate fussy cutting. I hear that a lot. And it's not my favorite thing, but I am trying to get better at it because it's fun to have a variety of images and, fussy cuts and regular. Because we could totally even fussy cut out this bird and put him on somebody's head, right? And that wouldn't take much. A lot of times I will leave an image square to give me choices on how I want to use it because I could definitely fussy cut that out with a number of things that are in this pile. So that is it for this evening's video or this morning's video, but you'll be seeing it in an evening setting. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Thank you for bringing so much joy into my life. You guys are made of amazing, and I hope I bring a little joy back into your lives. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. And that is the end. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses, you all.